Program is brought to you in living color on NBC by Plymouth. Plymouth, the product of Chrysler Corporation, and your neighborhood Plymouth dealer invite you to see and drive the 1960 Plymouth, built a new solid way to give you solid satisfaction, and to enjoy the Steve Allen Plymouth Show with Tony Bennett, comedian Caroline Richter, new Swedish singing sensation Monica Zetterlund, extra added attraction Jayne Meadows, Louis Nye, Gabe Dell, Bill Dana, Les Brown and his band of Renown, and here he is, Steve Allen.
Good evening and welcome to another show for Plymouth. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring Tony Bennett right on. Here he is. Did you get that wild hat? Well, we're going to use a little number here. We're going to use a hatch in a thing called Wait For Me with a lot of pretty girls.
All right, well, wait for me. I'd like to get my hat and go along with you,
Crazy,
please.
we got one coming in. Please go ahead. Want to try it next time around? Here we go. Now, down in Bermuda, there's a wonderful beach. And people tell me that it's easy to reach. And if you're hoping that it's open, then sister, just wait for me, wait for me. Down in Havana, there's a wonderful spot. And people tell me that the music is hot. If you can take it, then we'll make it as long as you wait for me, wait for me. I guarantee you that we'll have some laughs, sing and swing and play. We'll be as happy as the two giraffes. No one took along that rainy day. Down in Jamaica, there's a wonderful joint. And people tell me that nobody will point. So we can move there like they do there beside the Caribbean, Amphibian. I guarantee you that you'll have a ball there by the tropical sea. I guarantee you you'll enjoy it all. You just wait for me. Hey! Jamaica, there's a wonderful joint. And people tell me that nobody will point. So we can move there like they're beside the Caribbean, Amphibian. I guarantee you that we'll have a ball there by the tropical sea. I guarantee you you'll enjoy it all if you just wait for me. This, as you are probably aware, is a 1960 Plymouth Fury convertible. But this one is different in one very important way. This, my friends, is my own personal car. That's right. And here's a car that really goes. I'll stack it up against any car on the road. And it's a real driver's car, too. Look here. See this command seat? It's sort of like a pilot's. And the extra high back gives you more support. Long drives are lots easier, and every control is in easy reach of the driver. So, if you want a car that gets out on the road and goes, a car that goes where you point it quickly and easily, and a car that's lots of fun to drive, take a look at a solid 60 Plymouth Fury. Why don't you see your Plymouth dealer tomorrow, huh? You can't have this one, though. It's mine. No, sir. Get back, all you people. You know, it's always been our policy to keep our eyes open for new faces. And recently at one of our Friday auditions, the entire staff flipped over a bright new comedian, a young lady named Miss Carolyn Richter. Remember that name. You'll be hearing more about her. Carolyn Richter. Here she is in her own original monologue discussing a friendly divorce. Carolyn Richter.
Oh, hello over there. It's wonderful to see me again. Oh, there's Frederick looking grand as usual. Oh, there you are, sweetie. Forgive me, I'm late. Really, only an hour. John, what's that in your hand? John, it's a gun! John! You've shot me. How gauche. Well, I've never been so embarrassed in my entire life. I don't understand it all. I mean, sweetie, is something bothering you? We might have talked it over like civilized people, but this shooting me, well, sweetie, I could just die. Why here? I know we've had our little spats, but they were lovers' quarrels. You know everyone has. Phyllis, darling, how are you? It's grand to see you again. Yes. Oh, no, really, no. I'll talk to you later. But John, oh yes. Thank you, waiter. I'll have a martini. Very dry, please. But John, everyone has lovers' quarrels. Now, you scolded me about the chauffeur. I was only being democratic. But you pulled your little pranks, too. Oh, the games you used to think up. I remember once you said to me, Olivia, let's play hide and seek. And we played, and you hid in that room at the athletic club for 3 months. Oh, we had fun together. No. Nothing but memories. No. I want to talk about them. I want to spend these last few precious moments thinking of them. Our first date together. I can hardly remember what we did. We were too much in love to notice. Oh, yes, dinner at Le Pavillon, then opening night to My Fair Lady, 10th row center, then champagne supper at Morocco afterwards. It's then that I said to you, sweetie, it's not where you go, but who you're with that matters. We were with the Vanderbilts and the Windsors, and oh, Georgiana, darling, you look so chic. Oh, wonderful. Where did you get that lovely dress? Oh, goodbye, darling. Or box. What is it, John? Oh, thank you, waiter. Now, John. I told him I wanted a dry martini. No, darling, I don't want to leave. No, if I'm going to die, I want it to be in this warm, wonderful, familiar place that I adore. I'll just sit here and remember. John, do you remember those mad Saturday afternoons we used to spend together? We sort of discovered New York in our own special way. The hours we spent tramping through Cartiers and Tiffany's. That's why our marriage was so right, darling. We understood each other. Darling, do you remember our song? You do. What was it? Now, John, you can't say our marriage was just frivolous. We did have our serious moments. We did. Don't you remember the day I took you aside and I looked into your eyes and I said, sweetie, if anything were to ever happen to you, I just couldn't live without something to remember you by. And on that very day, I insisted you see that insurance man. No, it's all right, thank you. It's all right. I'm all right. It's not your shooting me that hurts. You know I've never been one to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. But you might have warned me. I could have worn my blue chiffon. It goes so well with... Now, John, I want to talk to you about the funeral. We'll have something simple, you know, just a few well-chosen friends, people who mix well. So we'll have the Greens and the Vanderhavens and, oh yes, the Harrisons and what? Oh no, not Mother. It's just not her circle. I'll wear that little black sheath I saw at Saks, and we'll get a coffin from Sloane's and have it in the drawing room. Just a few well-placed lilies, you know. I don't want it to be showy. Elegant, but in good taste. Well, John, I suppose that this is it. No, sweetie, stay where you are. I'm all right. And I don't want you to rush off on my account. Goodbye, darling. Oh, no, this won't do at all. Bye, my dear. Oh, yes. And afterwards, I want you to remember just one thing. Let Winchell have the story first.
Young lady's name again is Carolyn Richter, and that's fresh humor, Charlie. Very clever. You know, as long as we're in this sort of intimate East Side mood here, feel like we're back in New York, recently in reading Downbeat magazine, I was attracted by a picture of a very beautiful Swedish girl, Miss Monica Zetterlund. And then my good friend Leonard Feather, who tickles me. Leonard told me that American musicians visiting Sweden had been deeply impressed by Monica's singing. Well, to get to the point, she's visiting our shores now, so here is the modern Swedish nightingale, Miss Monica Zetterlund. Here she comes.
Now that it's your birthday, I don't know what to do. Can't give you a Plymouth or a penthouse with a view. Can't even buy a little present. I'm I have found today, and I sure hope you don't mind that I can't give you anything but love, baby. That's the only thing I've plenty of. Dream a while, scheme a while, you'll sure to find happiness, and I guess all those things you always pine for. I like to see you're looking so baby. Diamond bracelets, Woolworth doesn't say. Till that lucky day, you know darn well. Love.
You're going to be hearing quite a bit about Monica Zetterlund. Reading poetry to jazz is quite the thing these days. Some people don't dig it, but it can be fun. A fellow reads poems to music like this. Roses are red, violets are blue. Here's some poetry to jazz for you.
it has been inferred that Chrysler Corporation has the last word, and the last word is valiant. Dig the line. Fine. Va-boom. Plenty of like zoom. Va-boom. Plenty of room. If you crave comfort, attention. Valiant has torsion air suspension. Fine. And frame are one piece like unitized. The end. If you want to swing in a glorious thing for very little loot, take a tip. Go see the new Valiant. You'll flip.
Well, like the poet said, you're going to be mighty impressed when you drive Valiant, the car that you'd want at any price. And we invite you to drive it tomorrow. You'll find that Valiant has room for the family, zoom for the highway, and pity for the pocketbook. Plus style that clearly says this one is nobody's kid brother. See it at your Plymouth Valiant dealers.
See it at your Valiant dealer, Valiant.
The trend on Broadway these past few seasons has been musical adaptations of literary classics. Pygmalion became My Fair Lady. Our Wilderness is the musical hit Take Me Along. Well, now it seems this trend has spread to television. In the past, we've enjoyed on TV a musical version of The Gift of the Magi, and coming up soon, as you all know by now, is Robert Louis Stevenson's Treasure Island. Well, now, it's just a matter of time until they use up most of the easily adaptable stories and are reduced to doing musical versions of classics such as this.
You must destroy that monster.
That I can destroy him, don't you understand? He's my entire life's work.
But Dr.
He's my own creation.
Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein! What? He has been roaming the countryside killing people.
Killing?
Yeah!
You lie on your teeth. Who? Who is he killed? Who?
Well, I do not have an actual count, but there's Brannigan, Flanagan, Gillian, Million, Duffy, Maluffy, Maracky, Malone, Duffy, Matruffy, Maluffy, Maracky, Matuffy, Malucky, Matuffy, Marone.
Don't worry, Herr Burgermeister. He'll kill no more. Smoky in here, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have him securely chained in the dungeon. But it's imperative that I go ahead with my plans at once.
What do you mean, Doctor?
I mean that I am creating a bride for the monster.
Two monsters, Dr. Frankenstein? Oh, you're mad, man.
Oh, don't you see, my friend? If he gets married, he'll settle down. All the boy needs is some responsibility. Right, come. I'll show you my creation. A little peek at this. There.
You made that
Yes,
yourself?
I did. What do you think of her?
Well, tell me, could you make me one for me?
No.
For me, it's for a friend. And
No, never mind. None of that.
I'll just go to this. Tell me, Dr. Frankenstein.
Yes.
How did you make her?
How?
How?
Well, it was really quite simple. I took the legs from some old table. I took the arms from some old chair. I took the neck from some old bottle. And from a horse, I took some hair.
Yeah. Brilliant, Dr. Frankenstein. You are brilliant, a genius. Yes.
True. Yes. But now, my friend, let us see if my creation is a success.
Uh-huh.
Igor! What are you, Igor? You rascal. Never mind your socks, Igor.
You call?
Yes, I called Igor. The switch, the power switch. We must give her life. Hit it. she lives. Careful, it will kill her. That's it. Now, see. She's moving. She's alive. Yeah, I created a woman.
Frankenstein, she looks like a woman, but does she have the heart and the mind of a woman?
No, we shall soon see. Listen to me. I have given you life. I am your creator. I am your father. Speak, my child.
Hey, Daddy. I want a diamond ring, bracelets, everything. Oh, Daddy, you ought to get the best for me.
The monster must have broken loose.
Oh, this is disastrous.
No, wait. There's nothing to fear. Come, my child. Stand here. That's it, right there. It's important that he sees you the moment he comes in. And then we will see if my theory is correct.
Yeah?
Because if he falls in love with her, we will all be saved. It worked! He loves her!
Dr. Frankenstein, he loves her, but she doesn't love him, and rejection might make him more dangerous than ever.
You're right. You're very shrewd. Yes, you don't like him, my dear. But why? After all, he comes from one of the finest families in Transylvania. As a matter of fact, comes from several of the finest families in Transylvania. But we'll do anything, my child. We'll dress him up in fine clothes. We'll send him to charm school. We'll even give him a nose job. Anything. No dice. Well, don't just stand there, you oaf. Whoa. Yes, you're an oaf. This is a woman, you understand that? A woman. You have to woo her to win her. Go on, woo her. Woo. No.
But Doctor, maybe a little romantic music might help.
You're very helpful.
Yes.
Igor, romantic music, come.
Coming, Master.
That's it. Play something very tender. Get it up there. Now, put it there. Now hold it.
Oh, sweet mystery of life, at last I found it.
At last I know the secret of it all.
Tis the answer, tis the end of all of living. For it is love alone
works. I can see it working there, yes. You like him now, don't you, Zelda? Yes. And you see more. You cover Zelda. Yes. All right. Let me, though, ask you this. Are you sure you can?
If I didn't care more than words can say, if I didn't care, would I feel this way?
Now, honey child, would I be sure that this is love beyond compare?
Would all this be true if I didn't care for
far and wide that I have found a solution. No more will the monster terrorize their village.
Yeah, Dr. Frankenstein, and I will personally conduct the marriage ceremony.
No, he must not marry her. What? I love her. You love her? I love her. He'll kill you. Oh, Igor, speak to me.
I could have danced all night, and still have begged for more.
Poor little fellow's dead. Realize what this means, Bürgermeister?
Yes, I do realize what this means,
The monster has killed again.
Yes, and you must destroy that crazy monster. You must destroy him, Dr. Frankenstein. Please destroy him with something.
All right.
I can give it to him.
What?
She does not want you to kill him. She wants you to kill her instead.
You mean you would sacrifice yourself for him? You love the monster that much?
I've grown accustomed to his face. Almost makes the day begin.
You live, me die. Goodbye, Zelda.
The monster. He's going to throw himself off the top of the tower and kill himself in order to save her.
Look out! Look out! He's coming back! Stand back!
please don't talk about me when I'm gone.
He's going over! Oh! Well, my goodness, he threw himself into the moat for her sake. He had a heart and a brain after all. There, my child. There, Zelda. I know just how you feel. He was a good man.
It's hard to find. You always get the other kind.
You gotta hug him in the morning, kiss him every night, give him plenty loving, and hold him tight. Because a good man nowadays is hard to find.
You believe in love at first sight? I don't. I think it takes anyone a little while at least to get to know someone's good qualities. And I think the same thing holds true between people and cars, too. For example, it will take a little while for you to truly appreciate the solid quality that's built into this solid Plymouth for 1960. See, this car is built a new solid way to give you solid satisfaction. And it'll only be after the second or third year of fine service that you'll notice that the squeaks and the bugs you'd expect to find just start showing up. And another thing... Now, hold on just a second. It so happens that I do believe in love at first sight, and I fell for this winging car the moment I laid eyes on her. Really? Wouldn't you agree? Not only the way she looks, man, but the way she goes. This is the movingest car on the road for my money. And the way Plymouth's torsion-air suspension keeps her steady around corners and smooth and flat in the stops. Yeah, well, that's one side of the story, true, but I think a lot of people are going for Plymouth's new one-piece welded unibody. This machine's got it in it to do 200,000 miles, you know. Well, that's a lot of miles, true, but it's the way she'll take those miles most people care about. This Plymouth really handles like a dream. Well, we'll leave it up to you. If you're looking for what I think is the best built car in the low price field, or if you're looking for what I think is the best performing car in the low price field, take it from us. For performance and economy, try Plymouth. Solid 460. It's a Chrysler engineered product.
Well, ever since several weeks ago, we resumed our old late-night habit of dropping out into the studio audience for some ad-lib chatting. We've planned to do it again because we got such a kind reaction from you people at home, and without further explanation, here we go. No plan, rhyme, or reason to any of this, but we just dig in and see what happens. Let's get up here where the altitude is a little rarer. And caught this girl's eye a few minutes ago, a very pretty girl sitting in our studio audience. What is your name?
Jerry Daphner.
The reason I get such a kick out of the way she talks is because she sounds very much like one of my children. Little Billy talks like that, as if everything is a laugh. Where are you from?
Anaheim.
That is a funny name for a town, isn't it? How old are you, Jerry?
16.
You have a very sweet and sparkling way of speaking. Has that been commented on before?
Oh, yes, an awful lot.
But you still persist in doing it, is that it? Well, you're very cute. You must be in very big demand at comedy programs anyway. It's always nice to look out and see smiling faces. Look over here, it's an oil painting or something. No, they're smiling now, too. What do you want to do when you get a bit older?
Oh, I think teach school or something like that.
Good attitude toward the profession, I think. Any school or any old thing, whatever. Is there any particular subject that you think you might like to teach?
Oh, I like science an awful lot.
Really? Isn't that interesting? What particular branch of science?
Oh, astronomy and paleontology.
Paleontology. For those of you who are not familiar with the sciences, that one is very difficult. Now, no, I think almost those of us certainly in radio and television know what paleontology. It's the study of the Paleys who run CBS. Mr. Paley and Mrs. Paley and the old man and all those Paleys over there. What kind of paleontology are you talking about?
The study of prehistoric animals.
What are you looking at me for when you say that? I guess the makeup is a little thick, but I'm not that far along. What are some of the prehistoric animals you've gone out with, or you've studied about?
Well, there's the brontosaurus and the tyrannosaurus and the stegosaurus and the dimetrodon.
Did you get that off a book or out of a cereal package? Aren't they giving those away with Corn Krispies or something now on the back of the package? What was the last one you mentioned?
The dimetrodon.
What is a dimetrodon?
Well, it's a 6-foot prehistoric animal, and it has a little spiny thing on the back. And
I found one of those under the bed this morning. Tell me more about it.
Well, it lived in the Permian period 200 million years ago, which was the beginning of the age of the reptiles or the Mesozoic era.
The whatazoic era?
Mesozoic.
Mesozoic. Uh-huh. I'll go along with that, because I'm powerless to contradict you. The extent of my ignorance is really profound, and I'll send you a long list of things I don't know about. Paleontology is one of them, but I think we've all learned something tonight. I'm not too sure what it is, but we have seriously learned that sometimes a very sweet and bouncy and bubbly girl who you might think would be interested in just going out to dances can have a very profound and worthwhile interest in a science, and we wish you the best of luck in your coming career. Now let's see what prehistoric prizes. This is an interesting fossil which we have dug up here from the La Brea tar pits. People think the La Brea tar pits are just something that Bob Hope's writers made up back in 1942, but if with your interest in paleontology you can correct that impression, can you not?
Uh-huh.
Do so.
Well...
Well, maybe I've thrown you a curve. I thought that they actually had found some old ham bones in there or something.
Well, the fossils there are mainly from the age of the mammals or the Cenozoic era.
Oh, good. Well, you got me out of that pit, your hole anyway. So here is your 4-year supply of protein. And do you have anyone with you to help carry that home?
Uh-huh.
Who is with you?
My aunt.
She's strong?
Uh-huh.
Well, good. So is this. I'll see you later. Thank you very much. Let me see. So many pleasant faces here. I hardly know where to start. Wonder what this gentleman does for a living.
I'm retired.
I saw you dozing off here, but I thought it was just my jokes that were doing it. What was your line, sir, when you were working?
I was a hospital chaplain.
I see. In what part of the country?
Indianapolis.
You're living here now, are you?
Yes. No, I'm just here on a vacation.
Isn't that interesting? You received no applause whatever for at mention of the fact that you were a hospital chaplain, but when people found out where you were a hospital chaplain, they applauded. That's a phenomenon of audience behavior which never ceases to fascinate me. In fact, the most interesting example of it, you remember this, Bill, was one evening, I think it was several years ago, and there was a very charming lady in the studio audience, just the same sort of circumstance, and I said, "What is your name?" And I forget what it was. But turned out that the people, youngsters with her, were her children. I think she had about 5 of them with her. And I said, "Oh, you have 5 children?" She said, "No, I have more at home." And I said, "How many have you in all?" And she said, 12. There wasn't a sound from the studio audience. And I said, "Where do you live, by the way?" And she said, "Brooklyn." And they screamed and tore up the whole theater. The moral of that story, I guess, is it ain't what you do, it's, where you do it or something. People are, in other words, more geographically orientated than philosophically. Where did you first get into the hospital chaplain line, sir?
In Indianapolis 39 years ago.
Have you ever thought of writing a book about your adventures?
No, I haven't really.
I imagine you must have had a great many fascinating stories told to you or exposed to you in one way or another.
It's true.
What is your name, by the way?
Shepperly.
Is that Mrs. Shepperly?
Yes, that's Mrs. Shepperly.
I see. What have you been doing for laughs here in Hollywood, Mrs. Shepperly?
Doing for what?
I realize it does seem strange in this context to doing for amusement.
Well, we've been trying to take in all the most interesting places that we've heard of.
And what interesting places have you been able to take in?
Well, we were over at Forest Lawn for one.
Well, it's better to take them in than to have them take you in. Well, it's been charming speaking to both of you, from my viewpoint anyway, and let's see now what... I hope we don't get another... Oh, yeah, here. Man, that's the biggest one yet. I think you'll have to store this thing at Forest Lawn here. It's the biggest one I've ever seen. Where are you folks staying while you're in town?
and we're staying with friends.
Well, they better be when you come home with this. I wouldn't have it any other way. Anyway, there it is, and it's now your problem. And, of course, if it rolls downhill, we'll have a landslide and 4 people will be crushed. But I guess it's, whoa, down, boy. Whoop. I may have to step on that there. Go ahead. I'll put it behind you, sir. And, madam, if you see this move, shoot it, will you, please? There we go. Thank you. I wonder if I could creep over into this area. Could you get pictures of us? We're way up here, about 47,000. Oh, hello there.
Hello.
You came up to meet me, huh? Well, I was going to...
I was going to let you through. I was going to let you through.
Thank you. But I don't want to get through. I just thought I'd come over and talk to you here as long as we're all on camera, and I guess we are. What's your name?
Georgia Buckaloo.
Buckaloo?
From Seattle. I'm going home tonight.
Could you give me just a minute or two? I won't hold you up too long. What did you say?
It's too late. She's missed.
She what?
She missed her bus.
And you're pretty happy about it, aren't you? Oh, she missed her bus.
She's the one that's been feeding me all week.
What have you been feeding her? You look to me as if you could feed yourself. Isn't that an amazing thing? What have you been feeding her? What has she been feeding you that makes you laugh like this?
Well, she hasn't let me... She hasn't let me sleep. She doesn't let me take time for anything.
She just keeps shoving the food in there. Mildred, you think you're going to sleep? Wake up. There it is again, boy. Boy, can she use one of those salamis when they give it to her.
Well, I'll look cute on the bus with a big long salami.
There's a song title for you. I'll look cute on the bus with the big long salami, and we'll go to Natchez tonight. Where are you going on the bus tonight?
We're leaving for Seattle.
With no sleep?
My 2 children and no sleep.
Who's the lady in the middle?
She's from Mississippi, I think.
Well, I'll have to find out, for her benefit anyway. Where are you from?
Pass Christian, Mississippi.
What's the name of the town?
Pass Christian.
Past Christian? Chaplain, I'd like to apologize. Just don't want you to take offense at that. Now, what made them all change their minds down there? It's good enough for grandfather. It's good enough for me. What went wrong down there?
It's Pass, P-A-S-S.
Oh, Pass Christian. I thought it was past. I see. Pass Christian. It's still a kind of an offbeat name, though, now that I think of it. How did they happen to start passing the Christians down there? And what is the origin of the name? Have you ever looked into that?
Well, it was named after a couple of French settlers. Their names were Christian. It used to be Christian's Pass. Then they switched it around and started calling it Pass Christian.
I liked it better the other way. If you want to know my reaction. It'd be funny if they began switching the names of all towns around. Welcome to Angeles Loss. Anybody here from York New? Christian's Pass. Well, now, the 3 of you on the bus tonight?
No, just me and my children.
And your salami.
And my salami.
Where are your children right now?
They're outside the studio with her husband.
They couldn't get in?
No, they wouldn't let them in. They're under 12.
Well, they might have been when we started, but must be about 18 by now. Isn't that too bad? If you see any children out there that are growing older, let them in, will you? That is too bad. Well, they'll be able to get with us again perhaps some other time, and we've certainly had a delightful time chatting with you past Christians. And may we have another one of those, here it comes. The way he runs up out of there, it reminds me of Victor McLaughlin running over the top with a machine gun. Charge! Thank you very much. And there you are. Now I figure this much will get you to Seattle or San Francisco, and that should last you all the way up to the Puget Sound. Thank you very much, and good luck to you. I guess that's about all the time we have right now to chat with our studio audience, so we'll turn things back now to our stage. Thank you very much.
Now we just have a few seconds here for tonight's lovely billboard girl. Her name is Marilyn Turner. Here's Miss Turner. And you are from what city?
Seattle, Washington.
Seattle, Washington. Well, sir, we have a bus we're holding for you, and you'll find plenty of free lunch on it all the way up. Now we're going to tell the folks what they can expect next week. And to begin with, we're starting off with a blockbuster, Miss Peggy Lee. Peggy did that really sensational job on the show about 4 weeks ago, and so many of you wanted to see her back. But here she comes. We are also bringing a young man, unknown to most of you, I think a very exciting new singing discovery, Mr. Bob Dennery. Bob has a beautiful voice, and you'll certainly be hearing more of him. Start with next week. And the one and only Jimmy Durante. Always a lot of fun where Jimmy goes, and he's in our backyard next week. And, of course, our regular gang of wonderful fellows. So thanks very much, Mr. Turner. Quite a lineup. What do you say, Pete? Huh?
Oh, it's just great, Steve. So here's another lineup of reasons why you can drive this low-price car all day and not feel bushed. 16 Plymouth improvements make this new kind of driving comfort possible. 1, the door is bigger for easier getting in and out. 2, sitting is more comfortable on this 6-way adjustable seat. And 3, there's more room than ever for your legs. 4, the view is extra wide and clear. 5, the rear view mirror is placed low and handy. 6, the sunshades are even better. They meet in the center now. 7, the optional push-button controls are right at your fingertips. 8, the ride is just about vibrationless, thanks to new one-piece welded unibody construction. 9, the going is a lot quieter, too. 10, full-time optional power steering does most of the turning work for you. 11, torsion air suspension keeps the handling sure and steady. 12, stabilizer fin design cuts down wind resistance. 13, optional safety-matic door locks ease your mind, especially if you've got kids in the back. 14, the brakes have a new, better-acting 3-platform principle. 15, the optional RCA 45 record player helps while away the miles. And 16, that snappy Plymouth engine really picks up and puts out. Yes, sir, here is one low-price car you can drive all day and not feel bushed. Plymouth, solid for 60. Just try it.
Thank you, Pete Hansen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, the high-voltage voice of Tony Bennett.
Here I go again. I hear the trumpets blow again. I'm all aglow again. I'm taking a chance on love. Here I slide again, about to take the ride again. I'm starry-eyed again. I'm taking a chance on love. Now I thought that the cards were a frame-up, and I never would try. But now I'm taking the game up, and the ace of hearts is high. Things are mending now. I see a rainbow blending now. We'll have a happy ending now. We're taking a chance on love. I hear the trumpets blow again. horseshoe, and in clover I lie. Mr. Rabbit, Brother Rabbit, of course, you better kiss that foot goodbye. I'm on the ball again, I'm riding for a fall again. I'm gonna give my all again, I'm taking a chance. I'm taking a chance. I'm taking a chance on love. Thank you so much. In my solitude, you haunt me. With memories of days gone by. In my solitude, taunt me with reveries that never die. I sit in my chair, I'm filled with despair. There's no one could be so sad, with gloom everywhere. I sit and I stare, I know that I'll soon go mad. In my solitude, I'm praying, dear Lord above, send back my love. I sit in my chair, I'm filled with despair. You sinners, drop everything and let that harmony ring up to heaven and sing, you sinners. Just wave your arms all about and let the Lord hear you shout up to heaven and sing, you sinners. Whenever there's music, the devil kicks. He don't allow music by the river Styx. You're wicked and you're afraid, and you've all misbehaved. If you want to be saved, well, sing, you sinners. Let's round the great orchestra, ladies and gentlemen. Let's round. Let's sing, sing, you sinners. devil kicks. He don't allow music by the river Styx. You're wicked and you're afraid, and you all misbehave. If you wanna be saved, if you wanna be saved, well, sing. You sing
So breaking it up all over. Tony Bennett. There's only one. Well, sir, I'd like now to thank all of our wonderful guests and bring back a few of those familiar and frightening faces that we saw tonight. Besides Tony, incidentally, you're opening in Chicago where and when?
at the Chez Paris this next Sunday.
Crazy. You folks back there jump
Thank
in.
you.
Now I want you to meet, next in line we have the monster's wife, your friend and mine, Jayne. And the very clever young Carolyn Richter. And the lovely Monica Zetterland. Everybody's lovely. And I'd like you to meet now the character who played the monster. Ladies and gentlemen, my mother. Bring her out. There she is. No. Of course, it's Louie Nye. Louie. Funny if it wasn't Louie. I hope it is. Well, we'll find out after the show. And our own wonderful gang, Gabe, Dell, Bill Dana, the rest of the guys, and Burgermeister, and Igor, and Les Brown and his band of Renown. Have a happy week, and we'll see you all in
The Steve Allen Plymouth Show has been brought to you by Plymouth, the product of Chrysler Corporation, and your neighborhood Plymouth dealer. Be sure to stop by any Plymouth dealer and order Steve's new album, a $3.98 value for only $1. Be sure to tune in next Monday night, January 18th, when Plymouth, the product of Chrysler Corporation, will bring you the Steve Allen Plymouth Show in living color, with Steve's guests Peggy Lee, Bob Dinieri, special guest Jimmy Durante, and Les Brown and his band of Renown.
Dancing stars of top Broadway musicals dance on the Arthur Murray Party in color tomorrow on the NBC television network.